New at 6, women in law enforcement are trying to help other women, by sharing their journey of perseverance.
That's so true. It's National Women's History Month, and the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office is highlighting their stories. Roxana Elias explains why they're an asset to the communities they serve.
I actually wanted to be an officer my entire life. My dad was a deputy with this department, and so I kind of grew up in this family.
At the age of 22, Elizabeth Woodward joined the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office with a dream. Now a recruit training officer, she's witnessed the many women thriving in the department. It's a big change from back in the day when jobs were limited.
Women broke through in the sheriff's ranks very earlier on in the 50s and what have you. So from where they started, they weren't allowed to work patrol services. They weren't allowed to do a lot of jobs, but they fought to join the ranks with the men.
This Women's History Month, women now have equal footing as anyone else. But the journey hasn't always been so easy.
I think there was definitely a time in which being a female in law enforcement was extremely challenging. Definitely a lot of glass ceilings and barriers to overcome.
Shelby Rowland says she's lucky to have joined the department at a time when other women had already paved the way. Her desire to become an officer is to serve her community.
I think definitely lending a female voice to the community is definitely a benefit. I've seen it to only be advantageous to us and the community.
Women in the department have come a long way since they first joined. Their mission now is to empower other little girls or women to join them in following their dreams.
Be resilient, be persistent.
You are just as good as anybody else. Like, you can fight just as hard as them. It's the will, right? So just because I can't lift 200 pounds doesn't mean I'm not going to be there for you and fight to the bitter end. So as long as you have that in you and that fight, you can do this job just as much as anybody else.
The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office is actively working on recruiting women to join them. They say you can stop by the academy to try out the training they do. We'll make sure to share the links that you can visit if you're interested.